Hello students, today we are going to do lesson number 10 of your English language, subject-verb agreement. So let's look at a quick recap. The verb in a sentence must always agree with the subject and number. It means that in the given sentence, if the subject is in singular form, then the verb has to match with it. That is, the verb also has to be in the singular form. And if the subject is in plural form, then the verb also has to be plural in the plural form. Take for example, the example that is given in your book. Sumer is a confident boy. So what do we find in this sentence? Here the subject is Sumer, and Sumer is a singular or plural noun. It's a singular noun, Sumer, only one person, Sumer. And therefore, the verb used here will also have to be singular, that is. Sumer is a confident boy. The second example, the boys are confident of themselves. So here in this sentence, the subject, the boys, it is in plural form because it denotes, the boys denotes more than one boy. So therefore, it is in plural form. So the verb used also will be plural, and therefore it is given the boys are, we have to use the boys are confident of themselves. So this was all about the verb matching with the subject or agreeing with the subject in order to make the sentence meaningful. Now let's look at a verb must always agree with the subject in person. The different rules while making the sentence with the verb and the subject. So the first rule, the first person. Who is the first person? That is the speaker. The first person, singular I, and what will be the plural? We. Okay. So the first person speaker, that is I, singular I, it always takes a singular verb, am going or was. Okay. So when you are using I, then you have to use am going or was in the sentence. But when we use I go or I have, then you have to use a plural verb. Okay. When you are using in the sentence I go or I have, then you have to use plural verb. Example, I have. If you are using I have, you have to use a plural verb. I have to go out. Okay. And when you are using singular, you have to use I am going out. Now the next rule, the first person, again the first person, that is the speaker. But now we are talking about the plural form. So the plural will be I will be we. The first person speaker plural we, it takes a plural verb in all the tenses. Example, we are reading books in the library. We cannot say we is reading. That will not be correct. So we are reading, a plural verb is needed. Okay. Then the second person, that is the person spoken to, you. It always takes a plural verb in all the tenses, even when it is singular. So whenever you use you, that is the second person you in a sentence, always remember to use a plural verb. Then they, the third person they, plural form also takes a plural verb in all the tenses. So they are here for the competition. So when you are using they, you have to use a plural verb with they. And in the case of personal pronouns he, she and it, what do we have to use? We have to use singular verbs. He lives in Delhi. So he is the personal pronoun and the verb lives is singular verb. So he lives in Delhi. She enjoys listening to music. So enjoys, it is in which form? The verb is in plural form. She enjoys listening. The verb enjoys is in singular form. She enjoys listening to music. So one exercise here, next page, that is exercise A. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs given in brackets. So this one you can do it by looking from the book. Then let us look at more points to remember for subject-verb agreement. So some more points, some more rules we have to follow when we make a sentence, when we use the verb together with the subject. So what are the rules? Let us look at one by one. So the first one, nouns which indicate food, clothing, furniture or stationery. Please remember, these are the things you need to remember: food, clothing, furniture or stationery. They are always singular in its form and hence they take a singular verb. Now example, the furniture. So the furniture, it represents, it denotes the entire set of furniture, but then it is in which form? It's not in plural, it's in singular form, and therefore it will take a singular verb, needs. Needs is the singular form. Okay, singular verb. Then the next one, whenever we refer to a pair of scissors or a pair of jeans, so anything, but when it is used with a pair of, then you have to use a singular verb. Example, a pair of socks is washed and kept for you. So don't write or don't use are. A pair of socks are will not be correct. You have to use a singular verb is. The next one, when we use the words a lot of, plenty of, for quantity of something, okay, that is for uncountable noun, we will have to use a singular verb. Example, a lot of milk. Now milk, it is not counted, it cannot be counted, so it refers to quantity, and so you have to use a singular verb. A lot of milk has turned sour. Okay, then the same words, a lot of, plenty of, but then now for countable nouns, that is for number. Now we have to use plural verbs. Example, a lot of children. So children, they are countable, we can count them. So in this case, a lot of children, we have to use plural verb are. Okay, so this is the difference. The same word, but then when it is used for quantity, for referring to an uncountable noun, then you have to use singular verb. Whereas when it is used for number, then you have to use plural verb. Alright. Now, much and a little, they always take a singular verb. Whenever you use in a sentence much and a little, remember to use singular verb. Much has already been given. So do not use much have. That will not be correct. Much has. Okay. The next rule, whenever a sentence begins with there, the verb must agree with the real subject that follows it. So when you see in a sentence, it's starting with the word there, find out the subject first of all in that sentence. If the subject is in singular, then the verb will also be singular. And if the subject is in plural form, then the verb you have to use is plural. Okay. For example, there is a butterfly near the window. So this sentence, it starts with the word there. Find out the subject. The subject is a butterfly and it is in singular number. Therefore, we have to use a singular verb is. And then the second example, number B, there are pine trees in the forest. So the subject is pine trees, but then it is in plural number and therefore we have to use a plural verb, that is are. Then the next rule is news. The word news. Whenever you use news in a sentence, you have to use a singular verb. Okay. What is the latest news? So is, a singular verb is used. And then when you are using one of, it will always take a singular verb. In a sentence, one of, when you are using, always use a singular verb. And then each, either, neither and everyone. These are also the words which takes a singular verb in a sentence. And then the next rule is, if there are two subjects in a sentence, the verb is plural. Okay. Example, Rita and Maheshwari. So how many subjects do we have here? Two subjects, Rita and then Maheshwari. So what verb we have to use, singular or plural? The answer will be a plural verb. So Rita and Maheshwari are best friends. Then the next page, when the subject consists of two pronouns or nouns and is joined with as well as or with, then the verb must agree with the first of them. So whenever you see that in the subject there are two pronouns or nouns, in the sentence two pronouns or nouns, and then it is joined with the words as well as or with, then the verb has to match with the first that you have used, the first one which you have used. Okay, just a minute. Okay, example, the teacher with all the boys is coming here. So here we can see the two nouns, the teacher and the boys, but then it is joined with the word with. So now we have to see to which one? We have to see the first subject. We have to see the first noun, that is the teacher. So what do we see? The teacher is in its singular form. Therefore, we have to use a singular verb is. But then if the first noun in the sentence is in plural form, then we have to use a plural verb. Then the next one is if the subjects are referred to as one, if the subjects are referred to as one, then the verb will be singular. For example, bread and butter taste good. So bread and butter, even though they are two different words, but then it refers to one. It is just one. Okay, one thing. So therefore we have to use a singular verb. Now the next one, if two nouns refer to the same person or thing, a singular verb is used. So MF Hussain, the artist and an eminent person. So we are talking about one person. Okay, so therefore a singular verb is used. If the subject and the verb are separated by a group of words, the verb must agree with the subject. For example, the boys in blue uniform are my classmates. So what do we see here? The boys is my subject and then it has to agree with the verb. So the boys, it is in plural form and therefore the verb will also be plural, that is are. Then when the name of a country, a book or a film is denoted in a plural form, always it will take a singular verb. For example, when you speak about the United States of America, you have to use a singular verb. The United States of America has declared a war on terrorism. Then the next one, The Lord of the Rings was written by J. Arthur. So these are the names of countries, the names of the books which are denoted in the plural form. Okay, but then it takes a singular verb. Then people, police and cattle, they are always in the plural and hence they take a plural verb. So whenever you use in a sentence the word people, police and cattle, always remember to use a plural verb. Then the next one is when a plural number is used for a distance, weight and amount of money as a single figure or quantity, it is regarded as singular and it takes a singular verb. Now 5,000 rupees. Okay, even though 5,000 rupees is more than 1 rupee, but then it is denoting to one particular amount. So 5,000 rupees, it will be considered a singular number, 5,000 rupees, and therefore a singular verb will be used with it. And then the next one, collective nouns are always considered as singular and therefore it takes a singular verb. So whenever you use collective nouns in a sentence, always remember to use a singular verb. For example, a team of basketball players. So this is a collective noun and therefore we have to use a singular verb is. A team of basketball players is ready to enter the court. So these were all the different points to remember or the rules to remember while writing a sentence correctly, or you can say to make a meaningful sentence when it comes to verb and subject agreement. Then the next we have two exercises B and C, which you can see and do, which you can copy from here, or I will share the pictures. From there you can see it. So thank you dear